Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my health talk show today as we keep on educating each other. My name is Dr. Osiemo and I welcome you today for our health talk show today. And today we want to talk about one of the things that many times is ignored, and most of the time people don't feel that it's something that is very important. But today we want to talk about safety measures for our young kids at home. So we call it safety measures for young children at home, especially when they are left alone, or when they are left with a nanny, or when they are left with someone who's taking care of them. So we want to do our introduction by saying that a home is the safest place that a child can be. So be it maybe the child has been in school or playing places, but when she or he reaches home, that's the best place he or she can be. However, at home sometimes some may get some few issues in terms of injuries when they're playing in the house, or when they're doing their normal work and all that. So we always say that it does not mean that they won't be harmed when they're in their houses as well. Much we say it's the best place they can be. So for this reason, that's why I want to bring to your attention some of the measures that we can take so that our kids are safe at home, they don't get hurt, they don't get injuries, and the likes. So basically, I'll be talking about some few things that we need to take care of. In most of the time, we want to look at some of these measures. One of the first things that I want to say is that kids should not be left alone at home. That's the first thing. So why should why should we not leave kids at home? So playing in the water can be a fun activity for toddlers, as well as doing some other things in the house when they are left alone, because some of the time they always want to be alone. That's when they do play, well. But when they are left unattended or unsupervised, we can say that some of them may end up even, drowning. A toddler can drown even just a jerrycan of water which is in the house. That is enough for a child to drown, or a drum of water, or a party tap. So sometimes if they are left unattended, some of these children may end up getting some of the injuries, or hurting themselves, or rather what you call getting accidents. So always have somebody who's around, who keeps on checking on them, especially when they are left alone, either in the kitchen, in the sitting room, in the bathroom, or another place in the house. So that's one. Another thing I want to say is that all solutions and chemicals in the house should be out of reach of children. All chemicals and other solutions in the house should be out of reach of children. This is because some of these chemicals or solutions can be harmful, can be poisonous, and children may find them and even swallow, ingest them. So they end up getting what we call sometimes organophosphate poisoning, or some other type of poisoning. So if you have a chemical, be it an insecticide, an herbicide, or some other chemicals for cleaning the house, always keep somewhere in a locked place where they are not able to reach. So with this, you are able to prevent some of these accidents that may happen in the house. Another thing is the sleeping areas for other sleeping areas for these children. So basically, like these kids who have not reached the age at which they are able to walk, sometimes if you leave them in a bed that has no, which is not secure, which has no cradles, or which is what you call cutter free, these kids can roll over and fall down and get injuries. So always have a bed that is well secured, when you have laid the child, he or she is not able to get injuries. So that is one of the things that we always advise. Not all who can have or rather afford, such kind of pets, but even if you have just a normal pet, always, if it's a small kid, try to put even pillows or blankets on the edges of the bed so that the child, in case he or she rolls over, he will not be able to fall down. So another thing is about electrical outlets or electrical devices in the house. This is very important. We all have different electrical devices or appliances in the house, be it iron boxes, be it electronics, extensions. So these are some of the electrical outlets that we want to say that they should be kept in somewhere bit safe, where kids cannot easily get access to, and maybe unplug them, because they get a risk for getting electrocuted. So it's always good that we have these appliances put in a very safe place where the kids cannot be able to access and unplug them, especially from the sockets. Another thing, items, small items, what you call the toys, and those things that they use to play in the house. Some of them are so small that some can even swallow. Uh, you have some small stuffs there in the house which you help them play for, but then always make sure that they are kept well. Even when they are playing with them, somebody is around monitoring, so that in case they try to, because there is that age where kids always they want to put everything in their mouth, so somebody should be there, supervise them, so that some of these things can even make them choke. Some can be even a foreign body to their parts of the body, the mouth, the nose, and the likes. Another thing is, for those ones who can afford, is what we call smoke alarm. A smoke alarm is something, it's a device basically placed in, especially in the kitchen, because it's where cases of fire can erupt from. So, or rather, a smoke alarm is where if there is a bit of high smoke or a lot of smoke, the alarm can go off, so that it can alert you that something is happening, so that you can take control. So, those ones who can afford to have this at home, I advise that you have them. Another thing is, ensure all openings of your homes are secured. When you talk of openings, this includes the windows, spaces in the balcony of your houses, or places where children can crawl and they even fall. For example, for those ones who are staying in houses which are either first floor, second floor, third floor, and the likes, where a child can easily fall, make sure those places are full or well secured, so that children cannot be able to get injuries by falling down and all that. And then another thing is interaction with the pests, rather pets. I believe most people do have pets in their houses, be it dogs, cats, and the likes. And the kids like playing with these pets, but sometimes they may get injuries, because some of these pets they may get aggressive and injure or even bite. So always, if you have pets in the house, make sure you avoid your child from playing too much or playing so close into them, because some of them may end up hurting them. So another thing I wanted to say is that always keep first aid kit easy accessible. If you do have a first aid kit, of which I advise that most of you should have it in the house, always put it somewhere where every household member can be able to reach. Somewhere where it's accessible, somewhere where everyone knows. Even if, for example, you have left a nanny in the house, you're at work, you have left her with your kid, and maybe the kid gets hurt, she can easily get access into it and possibly help in doing a first aid. And then another thing is, always be vigilant as you can in terms of seeing whether everything is okay in the house, or appliances are put well, the knives in the kitchen are put where they're supposed to be, the child is not playing with things. So this is the last point where crowns up all the points I've said above, that always be vigilant in whatever you do in the house so that you can be able to avoid accidents which can befall these kids. So basically today that is my health talk, so rather talk show. I would love to have more of these so that you are able to know how you can be able to take care of these kids at home. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I will be engaging in some other health talks as we keep on educating each other. Towards this end, I say that keep on subscribing to my health talk channels. There is a YouTube channel, Osiemo Dominic, and my health is wealth page that is on Facebook as we keep on educating each other. Thank you, and may God bless you.